Hey guys, it's your girl Naya. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome. As you can see in the title, I'm doing a little story time. I'm a little, I would say tipsy, I guess, because we have a special guest. Guys. And basically, I was recording before this. I'm not changing my clothes, so if you see me in two videos like this, maybe three, because I might decide to record another one, mind your business. Period. But as you can see in the title, this is my little story time about why I quit my home health aide job. Now, a lot of people do not know about me doing home health aide at all. Okay, I never in a million years thought I would even be a freaking home health aide. Okay, I don't know who told me to do this job. But anyways, before I get into this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, don't forget to join my giveaway. Go check my Instagram out. I don't know if I could do the second video. This is the second video. I don't know if I could do the third video. Period. Anyways, I don't know what's wrong with me. But guys, alright. Yeah, so let's get into the video. So basically, let's start. First, I'm gonna tell y'all like when it was, excuse me, why I wanted to do it. And yeah. Okay, so this was last year, I think like right after New Year's. Like, probably 2 days after New Year's, they called me for an interview. The company, I had like, probably during my little Christmas break from work, school, everything, I was applying to like mad different jobs because my school schedule was horrible for that semester. That was my last semester. My schedule was horrible. Like my classes were all over the place, and then I had to fit internship in the middle, like in between that. Then my son, like it was just too much for me. So I was like, all right. My friend told me about home health aid, and she was like, it's flexible, which it is for the most part. It's flexible. So I was like, okay, so I could just pick my schedule. I could work in between these times because I still need money. I have a baby. So I was like, you know what? Let me work. Let me try this. I'll try this out. I like helping people. It may not be that bad. Like, it's kind of social work. like, and I really didn't have to work. So this is like literally right before the pandemic hits. So I do the home health aid class. You got to do 15 hours. Was it 15? I think it was 15. But the class, it was like for 2 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. I can't even remember. But anyways, I think you have to do 15 hours a week. Was it 15 hours a week? I think it was 15 hours a week. I can't remember. I don't remember, guys. But it was Monday through Friday. It can't be 15 hours a week. I don't know. But I had to be there Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Literally. It was literally a job. It was free. I did it. I completed it. I didn't work for that first, like, few weeks because I was going to Trinidad. So I didn't work. Then when I came back from Trinidad, that's when, like, everything happened with the whole pandemic. School closed, everything. So, like, that same day, like, probably the day after we didn't have school or something. I don't remember exactly when. But they called me. I was hiding. I didn't want to work. I was like, I do not want to go outside. My son is a newborn still. Like, I'm not going outside. And they called me. And it was like, so my case manager, she called me. She's like, hey, I have a case for you. It's not far from your house. She looked up where it was, like how long it would take me to get there, everything. She's like, it's 30 minutes away. It's this time. First of all, they want to work every day. I will only get Sunday off. And he basically needed me from 8:30 to 4, I think. 8:30 to 4. So she calls me. She's like, yeah, I got this case for you, da da da. She basically rushed it on me. So she's like, I'm like, okay, is it a female or male? Because I know I did not want to work with males, because I know how males can be. And me, little old me, I don't need to be alone with no male. No nasty old man, okay? Because these old men be stink. Be real fresh, okay? I'm being ghetto. This wine is the wine. Anyway, let me get into this freaking story. I don't want it to be too long. I be talking too much when I be drunk. I'm not drunk though. Get comfortable. Oh, I didn't even tell you I was the nutcracker. I'm the nutcracker, guys. Anyways, alright. Ooh, it's the wine. Anyway, alright, come on. I need a refill though. I don't know how to hold stuff. Look at me, I look retarded. Let me look cute. Who is texting me at this time? I don't even know who that is. Anyways, alright. I'm wasting time. So, what was I up to? Yeah, so she pushed it on me. She was like, she told me, like, his condition, vision impaired, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm like, she's like, just try it tomorrow. If you don't like it, tell me tomorrow after. And I was like, okay. Like, all right. So she sent me the address, everything. I was already aggravated because I did not want to work. And I was having fun not working. Like, so I was just already aggravated because I'm like, I do not want to go. I do not want to work. Like, I got to wake up early now to go on somebody's job. Like, well, I had to wake up early anyways to do class on Zoom, but to get dressed and get out my house, no. So, let me put this down. I'm gonna put that down. But, what was I saying? Guys, I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyways, okay, let me get into this because I'm doing too much. So, right? I wake up, I put on my scrubs, I go. So I got there early. So I'm standing outside, I'm on the phone, I don't want to go in yet. Because I'm early, I'm not sitting in nobody's house waiting for my shift to start. So then closer to my shift, probably like 10 minutes before start, I was like, all right, let me get upstairs, settle down. You know, read the health plan, everything. I'm ringing the bell, it's not working. Like, nobody's answering. So I'm like, all right, I'm about to go my ass home. I don't want to be here anyway. Like, so then I call her. I'm like, yeah, like, it's not, like, nobody's answering. Like, she was like, okay, just wait 10 more minutes. If nobody answers, then go home. It's okay. So I'm like, all right. So I was about to not go. Like, I was about to be like, all right, nobody answers, so I'll go home. Then I was like, you know what? Let me be nice. This guy probably really need me, right? So I'm like, all right. So somebody opened the door. Well, people was opening the door a few times throughout my time standing outside. So somebody finally like opened the door close to the time. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. I called her. I was like, you want me to go upstairs? Somebody opened the door for me. She was like, yeah, please. So I went. I rang the bell. The guy took a while to come. He was like, oh, I was like, hi. You know, trying to be professional. Good morning. I'm Shania. I'm your new home health aide. Yeah, he was like, the way he's a Haitian man. Haitian man. Anyways, so he opened the door. He's kind of stink like about it because he didn't know I was coming and he was still asleep. So he's like, oh, they didn't even tell me that nobody was coming, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. They gave me the shift yesterday, blah, blah, blah. He's like, all right, come on, come in, blah, blah, blah. So then, you know, he introduces himself, tells me what's wrong with him, try to make me feel comfortable. Then he's like, oh, do you mind coming in the light so I can see how you look? You know, I want to see who's taking care of me. So I'm like, all right, cool. He's not blind, but he's losing his eyesight. So I'm like, all right. I had my little puff, my cute little puff I usually be having when I had hair. And he looks at me. He's like, okay, I see. Listen, no, I'm going to try to reenact this. He's looking at me. He's like, okay, I see a young, sexy, young girl with a puff, had afro puff, nice. And this is my face. Yeah. Then I go sit down because I'm just like, then he's talking, you know, I want somebody, like a family, sit down, eat with me. We could talk, you know. And I'm just like, just being polite, respectful, blah, blah, blah. Now, the first time he called me sexy, I should have nipped that shit in the butt. Like, don't call me sexy. Then I went wrong in many ways because I'm gonna get to it. I can't even itch my head. It's so hard. Anyways, let me get to it. So he's like, yeah. So he says that. I sit back down. Then I'm trying to, like, you know, read his stuff to see what I have to do for him. I was already uncomfortable because he said sexy. Then I see I have to help him in the shower. I was just like, but the first day he was just like, he was basically self-sufficient. Like, he didn't ask me to really do anything for him. He was just like, you know, this is like your orientation. You know, just learn the stuff and then later you'll do it, whatever. So I think that day he sent me to the store. I can't remember. I think that day, yes. So he sent me to the store to get him some stuff. Like, he needed nuts, coffee, stuff like that. I went to the store. I got him whatever. He was like, all right, lunch break. Take how long you want. I'm like, okay. Like, yo. All right, so this is the first day. So he's like, take how much ever time you want. And I'm like, okay. I go, I get my food, I take my time. I probably took like an hour lunch break. I ate at his house that day because I wasn't that uncomfortable as yet. So I ate at his house. I was on the phone, of course. Ate my food. Whatever. He was showing me like little stuff. Okay. But I really still felt uncomfortable because of like kind of the questions he was asking me. But anyways, I helped him with like regular stuff. I helped him that day. He let me leave at like 3 o'clock. Was it 3 or 2? He let me leave early. And I waited there that day. Like, I waited because I was getting a ride. My sister was coming to get me. So I waited there until she came. I was on the phone the whole time just waiting, chilling. You know, he was kind of cool the first day, but I was still kind of uncomfortable just for the fact that he called me sexy. Okay, next day. Okay, I was actually gonna tell my case manager, like, no, I'm not coming. Like, I don't want to do it. So I called her after my shift. She didn't answer. So I was like, now I gotta go. And I was like, now I gotta go in the next day. It was Thursday. My first shift was Thursday. Sorry if my story's all over the place, guys. It's the wine. I'm sorry. Alright. So, alright, I went, my first day was Thursday. My second day was Friday. I quit the second day, okay? F that. I don't care. So, I go in the next day. The next day, I was so, like, I was worse than the first day. Like, when I tell you guys, I was there, I was like, I woke up, I just felt so down. Like, I just felt so down. I just was like, I don't want to go. I was just sad. Like, literally, I could have cried. I go on the bus. I'm just sitting there with an attitude like, I don't want to go. Like, do you know how you just have a feeling? That's how, usually, like, when I have a feeling, my feeling is right. Like, so I was just down the whole time. I get there. I'm just like, ugh. I got there early, of course. Like, I'm always usually early. Like, it's rare that I'm late. So, I'm there early. I'm standing in the lobby, talking on the phone, taking pictures of myself because I was cute. And that's it. So, that day, so the last day, I was like, it's my last day. I'm not even going to stress it. Like, I don't want to be here, but it's my last day. I got this. I got my hoodie on. I had a hoodie on. I'm going to put a picture in of, like, I'm going to see if I can find one of my videos or pictures I took that day. And in that picture, that's literally how it was the whole shift. I was like that the whole shift. I'm going to see if I can find a video. So I was on the phone the whole shift. I kid you not. I was on the phone my whole shift. Like, I was just so uncomfortable that day. So I get there. He wants to go outside. But he's like, he's not going outside if he don't have a mask. I had extra masks. So I'm like, would you like one of my masks? He's like, no, he don't want one of my masks. I was so aggravated because I'm just like, I want to go outside. Like, can we go outside? I feel more comfortable outside in the world. Like, I don't want to be in your house alone with you. So then he sends me to the store to find masks and something else. I can't remember. I literally took like an hour and a half outside. And mind you, the stores is probably like 2-3 blocks from his apartment. I was walking around on the phone doing nothing for like an hour and a half. Then I finally get back. I didn't find no mask. I didn't really look properly, but I didn't find no mask. So I got there. I got back. He's like, oh, I thought, he gave me his keys. But anyways, I got back. He's like, oh, I thought I lost you. I was going to call the cops to find you. I'm like, no, I was fine. I was just looking. Da, da, da. Then he's like, all right, he puts like a bandana over his face. He wants to go to another store he knows to get a mask. And then he wants to go for a walk. So we go to the store. I'm basically walking like behind him. He wants me to be like his partner, basically. That's basically what he was looking for, a partner. I'm not your partner. I'm your home health aide. I'm here to take care of you and go home. So the first day, sorry, I'm missing some parts because the wine. The first day, y'all just gotta look at the signs and just put piece of piece together because I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But the first day, let me just put this in here. We was having a conversation. I mentioned I have a son. I mentioned I'm in school, and this might be too much for me. So, next day, okay. I get there, like, this is what made me feel uncomfortable that day even more. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but I gotta get some of these parts in because y'all need to see what I was seeing. He's like, oh, so about our conversation yesterday, but he's not looking at me, he's looking out the window. About our conversation yesterday, I was thinking, like, what if your mom, like, would you let your mom watch your son and you stay closer here? Like, closer to him so I can get there to him. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, no, it's my son. Like, I want to be with my son. Okay, so we go to the walk. We go to the other store. The store is closed. We go to a park. He lived by Sheep's Head. So there's some like nature park. I've never been there before, but it's a nature park. So it's just like rocks and grass and water, basically. That's it. So the way it's set up, like it's kind of like it's private, because like any park you're in, you can't really see people unless you're like in their area. So he takes me to one part. It's like a little kind of bridge thing. And he's standing there thinking. Then he's like, let me take you to the other part. I take my girls too. Okay. Wait, I forgot a part. Our way walking there, like he got an attitude because I was walking behind him and not next to him. I'm on the phone. Keep in mind, I'm on the phone the whole time. So he got an attitude because I'm walking behind him, not next to him. He cannot see. I'm not your girl. I'm not walking next to you like we together. And I'm like, he kept asking me like, are you okay? Da da da. I'm like, I'm here to watch out for you, not to walk next to you. Like, relax. He's like, okay, or whatever. So then we get to there, and he wanted to take me to his part that he take his little girls to. I'm recording it, and I send it to my sister. And she's like, that looked like the Lovely Bones. And it literally did. Like, it was just like grass and land. And I'm just like, so he sits on a rock. I'm texting my dad the whole time. I'm just standing up, and I'm texting my dad, and I'm on the phone. And I texted my dad. I'm like, Dad, this guy, like, he called me sexy. It's my last day, but I'm just uncomfortable. My dad is, I can't even itch my freaking head. Like, this gotta come out. Anyways, he's like, tell him, do not call you sexy. My dad's like, do not call him, like, tell him, do not be calling you sexy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I didn't say nothing because, you know, it's my job. And, you know, it's my last day anyway. I'm not coming back, so it don't even matter. I don't care. Whatever. So then we walk. I'm just waiting for us to leave because I'm ready to go. It's almost my lunch break. Like, I'm ready to go. So we walk back to his apartment. He's like, all right, his apartment was kind of small. Like, it's like those small, tiny apartments that you paying mad money for no ass reason. So basically, the door is so close. Like, if you open it, it's still, like, not enough space. And then he had stuff behind his door. So, let me see if I can reenact this for you. So, he opens the door, and he stands, like, right here. And he's holding it like this. So, I literally have this much space to walk past him to get in. It was no way I was not going to rub on this guy. There was no way I was not going to rub on him. So I was like, oh no, I'm going to go on my lunch break now. He's like, okay, go. Like, literally just brushed me off. Like, all right, go. I was like, all right. So then, remember, my first day, which was the day before this day, he told me to take as long as I want on my lunch break. So at first I have to think about what I want to eat. I go to McDonald's. It's a line. It's Corona. Not a lot of people could be inside. I have to wait. Like, it's slow because not much people's working. So I'm standing. I'm waiting. It took a while to get my food. Then I sit outside because it was like it wasn't that cold that day. So I sit outside. This wine is hitting. Anyways, there's a problem. Something's wrong with me. Guys. Alright, let me stop. Because y'all gonna think I'm just crazy. Alright. So, I sit outside, sitting on the bench, taking my hour. Because I do not want to be in there. Like, I was trying to waste as much time as I can outside so I can have less time inside with him alone. So I go, When I get back, he has an attitude. He opens the door. He's like, how long did you take? I'm like, I'm not sure. He's like, I said probably an hour. He's like, oh, no. Any job is 30 minutes. It's usually 30 minutes. I'm like, okay. I thought it was an hour. They never told me how long my lunch break was anyway, so I didn't care. I'm like, oh, I thought it was an hour. And it's my last day. I don't care. So I get there. I wash his dishes for him. I'm sitting down. He's laying on his, like, his wife left him. And I'm messing up. Basically, he told me that his other home health aide left because he went out back to his country, and when he came back, she thought he had corona, so she left. Anyways, his wife left him. Does not sleep in his room. His room is empty. It just has the bed and the mattress. Nothing on the mattress and a lamp. That's it. His room is empty. So he's laying on his like sofa bed. The TV is where the tree is. And he's laying there like this with headphones in his ear. And I'm sitting on the couch, which is probably like over there. Right? So I'm looking, his TV is right here, so I'm looking over his head at the TV, but I see him and his crotch. He was freaking hard, okay guys? He was hard. So it's still early. He's like, okay, you can go. So I'm his home health aide. So I'm like, okay, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I'm like, do you need me to help you with anything else? What I need help with, you cannot help me with, was his response. I was like, can you sign this for me, please? My paper, my freaking timesheet. I was like, can you sign this for me, please? I'm trying to not be close to him. I'm trying to just like, and I'm pretty sure he sensed my, like, how uncomfortable I was, because he was so off that whole day, and I was off that whole day, and I don't know. So he said that. I made him sign it real quick. I was like, I was supposed to get picked up. I didn't even wait. I just left. I was like, I'm out of here. So I'm on the phone, and I'm like, but I'm whispering. So I'm like, hold on. Let me call my cousin to tell her I'm ready. So my friend is like, don't hang up. She's like, don't hang up. Just call her on the other line. Don't hang up. But his service was so bad in that house, it hung up on her. So I called my cousin. She didn't answer. So I called her back. I called my friend back. I'm like, yeah, she didn't answer. He's hearing me whisper. He doesn't know I'm on the phone. He's hearing me whisper. He walks up to me. He's like, right here. Right here. What you whispering over there, baby? No, he didn't say baby. He said, what you whispering over there, sexy? I was like, I'm on the phone. Like, I would have really kicked that man in his nuts. So I'm like, I'm on the phone. He's like, oh. Then he goes back, sits down on the couch, on his little couch bed, and he's just sitting there like this. I don't know if he could see, like, how blind he was, but he was just sitting there like this. And I know he knew at that moment that he had fucked up. Okay, because I was not having it. So he's sitting there on the couch like this. I'm just like, all right, bye. Because I know I ain't coming to fuck back. So I run out of there, guys. When I tell y'all I ran out of there, I ran out. I was out. 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 Gone. So then I called the case manager to let her know, like, you know, that this guy's inappropriate. They need to check him, because if, like, you know, he gets more than enough complaints, he cannot be serviced anymore. So I call her, I'm like, yeah. I text her first. I'm like, I'm not working here anymore. This is my second day. I was like, I don't want this case anymore. I'm dropping it. She's like, okay. I call her because my mom's like, tell her what this man is doing. So, like, they know for the future. They're sending people in this man's house. Like, so I call her. I'm like, yeah. I said that I didn't want this case anymore because he's very inappropriate. He called me sexy. I felt very uncomfortable and scared. She goes, okay. Doesn't that show that she knew? Like, she knew what kind of man this was. And that's why she threw this man on me when she called me to give me this case. You don't just say, okay. You tell me who to complain to or something. Are you mad? Like, are you dumb? I was like, okay, all right. I hung that shit up. They've been calling, like, after I dropped that case, they was calling me. I'm not answering. I do not want to work for y'all no more. Y'all are nasty. Just as nasty as that man. Because, no, that was so inappropriate. Look at me. I can't even talk. It was so inappropriate. I was so uncomfortable. I hated it. Like, no. Then probably, like, a few months later, they call me, oh, would you like rehire? No. No, the fuck I don't. Then she's like, may I ask why? I'm like, because I had a guy. He was very inappropriate, calling me sexy and coming up all up on me like I was his woman. And I told my case manager, and she just said, okay. I did not feel comfortable with that. Felt like she should have told me who to talk to or complained or something, like, okay. It's like, okay, I understand. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah. Bye. Don't call me again. Thank you. But yeah, that's why I quit that fucking job. The second day, I was done. I was like, this is not for me. I was like, this is not for me. I was like, I know it wasn't for you. I don't know who told you. I was like, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice. I was just trying to help people that needed help. And I really liked my internship because I was at a elderly center. So I thought I would have been good with it because I was good with them. So I was like, oh, I could do this. No. Okay, no. And that's why the fuck I quit. Over it. So over it. Never again. Never again. Anyways, my thing cut off. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys.